What's up, y'all? So today in this video I am working with this super long wig. You guys have seen me wear this wig on Instagram, TikTok, and honestly I freaking loved it. This wig is from WIGGINS Hair, whom I worked with several times, and I love their hair, no complaints. I decided to go ahead and wand this entire wig. Took a lot of time, a lot of hours, because as you can see I'm doing a couple of rows at a time, but once it was done it was completely worth it, guys. I didn't show you guys, but I did flat iron the hair before I curled it, just because as you can see the hair was very textured. Well, it's not a textured wig actually, it's body wave, but with the blow drying it made it look very dry, so I had to flat iron each row before I curled it for a sleek finish. So make sure you're not forgetting that step. So we're basically done now. Oh my gosh, I was in love. It just looks so beautiful. So to finish this look, you want to go ahead and use hairspray and a paddle brush, as my friend Ka recommended, and you want to just brush the curls out. Now don't brush it out crazy. As you can see, I'm carefully doing one stroke per section to keep the curls and create like a wave type of look. This is actually how the hair looked when I first got it, but obviously I had to bleach the knots. I bleached the knots and I plucked it. I don't know if I mentioned that before. And the hair was actually very soft and beautiful, guys. Now it's time to install. This wig was actually very easy to install, but I had a stocking cap, as you can see, on, and I had to go ahead and add on a headband because it just would have took too much work and too much hairspray. And as you guys know, the less the better, especially with me nowadays. I can't do too much hairspray and too much manipulating and all this stuff, so I added a headband to make life easier for me and hopefully for you guys also. So if you don't like to have to do too much, add the headband. I'm gonna go ahead and do my regular technique with the Gotta Be Glue holding spray to hold my wig in place, along with the blow dryer. I am using a couple of different tools in this video that I don't normally use on my installs. So I'm using a toothbrush as my form of a brush many times throughout the install, and I'm learning that actually just helps to just really just keep any little hairs back. Yes, you can use a big brush, but something about using a smaller one just helps to groom the hairline and make it look more neat and uniformed. So spend a lot of time on the hairline, and I pretty much think this video I spent a lot of time on the hairline, just perfecting it. So as you can see, I'm just alternating between the blow dry, the scissors, the comb, and this little toothbrush. You can also use an edge control brush, but I just kind of picked up whatever one I had first, and I'm using a wet napkin to wipe away any excess hairspray that might have been on my skin. Go ahead and create that line of you pulling out the amount of edges that you would like to keep out. Now keep in mind, it's not going to look like this. I don't want it to be super full, so we're gonna go ahead and just sculpt this. Now the longest part of the wig process, the wig install process, is really the baby hairs and the hairline. You really want the hairline to look as natural as possible. You want to spend time scooping and sculpting those hairs. You want to spend time brushing back the unnecessary hairs or plucking out any hair that may not need to be there. It's not going to take 5 minutes. It might take you 10, it might take you 12. So next, you're going to go ahead and use this elastic band, and we're going to tie that around the hairline. And I find this works so much more better than you using that black paper that you use if you get like, you know, a wrap or something, or a silk press. I feel like this just does the job. So I slid it down a little bit more so that it's mostly on the baby hairs. And then I'm going to use this hot comb to really slick it back. And that's where you see the magic starting to happen. So really in this video, I'm going to say the hairline is what we spent a lot of time on, the curls, and using the hot comb to just create the sleekness in the front. You have to literally put in time, but you don't have to go crazy. Like I woke up, I think 7 a.m. this day, because I curled the hair the night before. I woke up around 7 a.m. and I finished installing this wig around 8:10. So it only really took me about an hour and change. And I think again, majority of the time came from maybe me doing the baby hairs and the hairline and so forth. But to me, that's a good enough time. And also, as you can see the headband. Make sure when you're putting in your headband, you move it back a little bit. I don't know why I even put it up that forward, but make sure you just move it back so that you cannot see it if you wanted to do like a half up, half down. I think I was delirious at this point. Guys, I woke up at 6:30, started my hair at 7 a.m. I'm never up that early, so it was definitely a challenge. And I'm not gonna lie, Wiggins hair does trick me, because sometimes I am like, oh my god, it's not coming out the way I want it to come out. But you really have to put in work. Like, this looks amazing to me. And then obviously, when I moved the headband down, it kind of created, you know, a little bit of waves in the hairline. So just use your edge control brush now, because it's a little bit more hard. It's more harder than a toothbrush, and just brush the hairs into place. But we're basically done with this whole look. I loved it. I loved the hair. I loved how long the hair was. I think I like my wigs to be very long now. Summer is coming up though, so that might be a little bit of a challenge, but I had an amazing time with this wig. I am still wearing it as I am recording this video, and it looks good. So thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have any questions, let me know down below.